Whoa, 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 whoa. You got another chair?
No. But when you're sat down, it's the same height as me anyway.
You fucking stood on my hand!
Right.
What's that?
It's took me a long time.
You're gonna hurry up and eat that.
True.
It's a cold one today. Hey guys, welcome back to YCR.
I got porridge on my face. There you go.
Hey guys, welcome back to YCR.
Is it me?
Yeah.
In this video, we're going to explain a little bit about ourselves
And the channel.
and the channel.
I've got a dribbling nose. It's really cold in the workshop.
Is this normal?
Right, so first things first, we'll basically say a little bit of background about the channel and YCR Restoration.
It all started as a very small company in a shared unit. Basically, we used to specialise in MX-5s and the odd occasional classic cars. I'd already restored a few classic cars before, so that's when Ryan came in.
So basically, there was quite a big potential for us to show people what we were doing, because people only see what's on the surface. They see a painted surface and that's all they see. There's a lot more that goes into a restoration. We've got all the panel beating, all the welding, all the priming, stuff like that. So we wanted to show our process and hopefully help a couple of people out with doing it.
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to see and wants to do a little bit of repair work. And what we do show in the videos, which Ryan set the channel up like this, was to show people you take from it what you want, that small repair.
There's loads of ways to do different repairs. We've shown you different ways in previous videos and things like that. So basically you take from that what you want to take. We try and be as transparent as possible. We show everything that we do. We don't hide anything or anything like that. So we show you through the entire process of what we do. And that's what we're about. We're about DIY, fixing, having a good laugh. My bum still hurts from falling over when he pulled the chair over. And that's what it's about.
I'd planned that for ages as well. As Ryan says, it's all about being able to do that little bit of DIY. You might only have a tiny little repair on your car, but if we showed you how to repair lots of tiny little bits, lots of big bits, and show you that nothing is impossible. You can rebuild a full quarter on a car, or you can just repair that tiny little bit of rust by cutting it out, being nice and gentle and slow about making your panel and tacking it all in and grinding it all up, and the process of protecting it. Then you've got the confidence to do those small repairs yourself instead of paying people a fortune.
So this is all about DIY techniques as well. So something that you can do on your driveway, in your garage, for very cheap. And we often get asked the question about dipping cars. That's not the DIY technique to do it. You know,
Yeah,
that costs a fortune.
Yeah, not everybody can take a car completely apart and get it dipped. But what you can do on your drive is you can repair that little bit of rust.
Yeah.
You can replace this machine with a pair of tin snips. You can replace this machine with your doorstep, your concrete doorstep, and tap your just absolutely anything you can find. There is no right way of doing anything. There is no wrong way of doing anything. As long as your end result is well repaired and protected, it's better than a hole of rust.
I've actually seen someone bend a big sheet of metal by putting it in the door shut of a car and bending it. That's quite a good one. It's all about improvisation. We never set out what we're going to do. It's never scripted. Basically, we just wing it. let's say. We just wing it, we see what the best repair process is, we see what the best bend, the best angle is and things like that. And then we just go for it basically.
I mean, we are quite gifted that we're surrounded by lots of shapes at the moment. But you can find those shapes in everyday tools in your garage. If you can bend something on your knee, put it on your knee and bend it. If you can use 2 pairs of mole grips to bend something, leaning over a wall, bend it on your wall. It doesn't matter as long as the end result is the shape you want, very close to where it wants to be, and then from there on you can put a little bit of filler over it and shape it up, as long as you've protected that weld and protected that metal underneath.
One thing I do want to mention as well is the fact that people often say, especially on the Datsun, why haven't you removed the engine at the first instance? So they sort of like say, oh, I would remove this, remove that, completely strip the car first. But in our instance, we'd sort of like, we're restoring the car methodically. So we're going around it in a methodical fashion. So we're starting at the rear quarter, we're going to the floor pans, the chassis rails, the front quarter. We're then taking the engine out and doing the engine bay and then going all the way around the car. So the best place to store something is actually on the car itself.
You leave it on the car until you need to take it off.
Precisely, because all we're going to do is we're going to take it off and we're going to kick it around the workshop 17 different times until the restoration is actually complete.
Or trip over it.
Now, the restoration could take a full year, so that's a year's worth of those bolts being sat there, or and sort of like being kicked around the workshop and things like that.
Lost, yeah,
possibly lost. And then, obviously, once you've done that, you've taken the engine out 2 years ago, and you don't actually know where things go again.
You've got to remind yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got to watch our own videos to actually figure out where things go, or look at the manual. We want to sort of like minimise the amount of things that are on the floor. We want to make it a nice, clean, area to work in.
In an ideal world, you completely strip a car, you strip it back, you dip it. We don't live in an ideal world. Most people are doing these in the garages. There's nowhere to store an engine. Leave it in your car.
So one thing I do actually want to mention as well is the fact that there's a lot of rust on these cars. So if you see a Datsun, driving on the road, it looks absolutely fantastic. There's nothing wrong with it. The paint's absolutely spot on. I can guarantee you, there's still rust underneath. There's still rust on that inner frame. There's still rust underneath the roof, on the inner pillars, just like you've seen on ours. And that's the thing. If you were to remove all of the rust on a car,
there'd be no car left.
There'd be no car left. No exactly. Car. The car would just disintegrate into nothing on the floor. So that's the thing. Like, from the factory, these cars were not protected correctly from the factory. Like, a lot of people have said to us that the car's rusted on the showroom floor.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because if they're not protected correctly, then they're going to rust anyway.
You couldn't say connected. I couldn't say it then. You couldn't protected correctly.
That one.
Connected protectedly.
So that's a little bit about the channel and a couple of general questions that we get asked. There are obviously a lot more questions that we do want to address and obviously help you guys out. So we'll do a Q&A in maybe a couple of weeks, months time or something like that, depending on how we get on.
How much time we have left?
There is a big surprise as well. We do have a
huge surprise.
A huge surprise.
Two huge surprises.
3. So with that aside, a little bit about us. So I'm Ryan, I'm the son.
I'm Steve, I'm the dad. Behind the camera over there is my brother, his uncle, Richard. And we all do have full-time jobs. YCR as a mechanical company, not mechanics, but as a working company, we earn money. We pay my wage, we pay Richard's wage, and we've got a part-time painter. That is it. We do all the work ourselves, and from that, it pays the bills, it pays our wages, but that's about it. The YouTube channel is in our spare time.
Yeah, so my full-time job, civil engineering. I work there most of my time. I work away from here, so I don't come here after work. I come here only on weekends and
only
things
other
like
weekends,
that.
Yeah.
Yep, so my spare time is basically here.
A little bit of background on the videos as well. I mean, the videos aren't quick. They look like 15-20 minute videos, but they actually take us 2 days to film and edit all together for one video, because we try to make the content as entertaining and as instructional as we possibly can. And for those who have asked, we are going to start doing a little bit more talking and a little bit more explaining about what we're actually doing.
Yeah, so the thing with that is our mic actually broke.
Yeah.
So the mic broke. And obviously we've got other activities happening in the workshop as well. We've got customers coming in, going out and things like that, but hopefully that's going to be sorted. So you will have more instructional things in the videos and it'll be explained a lot better and things like that. Also, just to touch on the videos, so like we're filming over 1 and 2 days. We've got approximately 120 gigabytes worth of footage on each video, and we then condense that down into a 15-20 minute video for you guys.
Yeah, so that's like a day and a half's filming,
yeah,
to try and condense down into a 15-20 minute video.
Yeah, so the editing process is very long, so as well as actually doing our day jobs, we're actually filming and then we're editing as well, and sometimes we can be editing until 2-3 o'clock at night.
And this is been constant for 2 years.
Yeah, so we started the channel at the end of 2020, start of 2021. That was our first LG80 video. It's done pretty well, that video. I was really happy with that. But you can tell the lighting's really dim. In this place it's a lot better. We've still got a bit of lighting to sort out and things like that, but it's a lot better now. So you can see the progression of the unit and how we work in the videos through the
Progress, through
the playlist of the LG80. If you go back to the first LG80 video and then come here, it is a lot different.
Quality wise as well.
Yeah, quality wise, yeah.
And we always film in 4K as well.
Yeah, so that 120 gig is 4K video. So to render that, I don't know about you, but it takes me 4 hours to render a video.
Yeah, mine are a little bit shorter, so it's 3 hours,
Yeah,
so 3 hours.
So it's 3 hours and 59, yeah, it's
Yeah,
slightly shorter. So basically the Wednesday videos, they're mainly the MX5, and that's what my dad Steve, he sorts that out, does all the editing, the rendering, the footage and everything. And then I do the Suzuki LG80, I do the Datsun, and then we've got a bit of a surprise coming up for you guys. Make sure you do stay tuned for that.
4 surprises apparently.
5, I've had
5, it's 5 surprises now.
Hello? Yeah, no, 6 surprises.
6 surprises.
Yeah. So we do have surprises in store, so the Sunday videos, I film, edit, do all the music and things like that, and then obviously render takes 17 hours to render it, and then upload it. So like we are doing a bit of a split there. We are looking at doing a Saturday video a little bit different to what we do at the moment, and obviously try and integrate all of us to sort of like come together and do a bit of a,
It should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun.
Bit of a funny video where we bounce off each other and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you won't pull the chair out on me. Again,
I'd never do anything like that.
Never do anything like that.
Hey Rocco.
No, anyway. Yeah, Rocco's over there in the corner. So anyway, that's a little bit about us. That's a little bit about the channel. A little bit of a background.
We do genuinely have 2 big surprises.
Yeah, 2 big surprises.
Yeah, 2 big surprises. They even surprised me.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the surprises will be released when we get to 10,000 subscribers, and another one will be quite shortly actually.
Yeah. A few months.
So
a month maximum.
So there's a lot going on in the background. The shop as well. The shop.
Oh yeah.
The shop.
Merchandise shop.
Yes.
Our merchandise shop is coming out very shortly. You should see some of our merchandise down below very soon, underneath the videos.
Underneath the videos, yeah. We're not entirely sure when we need to sort the shipping out, we need to sort the billing out and things like that, so we need to make sure that the shipping is correct and everything's finalised before we do release the shop. But take it from us, it's all designed, it looks absolutely sick, it's looking good, we've got some good products on there, so stay tuned for the shop because we will be releasing the shop when the shop
Very
gets
soon.
released.
Very soon. So you can get a mug with like my face on it.
I'm pretty sure that everyone would want a mug with your face on it.
I'm pretty sure as well.
Yes. With that said, like I say, that's a little bit of a background about us, about the channel, things like that. There will be more videos about the different things, Q&As and stuff like that in the future. But I think we should wrap the video up here.
Yeah, let's wrap it up because I've got a day's work to do. Richard's got a day's work to do.
And sitting here is very cold.
Ryan's got to film another video, which is going to take him 2 days to film, and then a day and a half to edit.
Probably.
Ready for Sunday. That's tomorrow, so it can't take me 2 days.
No, I've actually already filmed that one.
All right, okay.
It is cold.
So it's friction burn.
Make sure you do leave a like, leave a subscription, comment down below, keep your eyes out for the shop, and with that said, we will catch you in the next one.